The green mark of prosperity stretches over village and town as far as the eye can see. Land and sky have conspired to create this masterpiece of abundance and possibility. This is Kiambu County in central Kenya. The World Bank in the report Bright Lights Big Cities ranks it Kenya's richest county by GDP per capita, while recent national statistics rank it among the top 10 counties with the least poverty incidence. But for the county administration, Kiambu is a challenging assignment. Here, hope and misery live side by side and in unceasing contention for the human soul and the bright promise of a country. The prospects are high, but a generation is fighting for soberness. And now this man has chosen to rewrite the story of Kiambu County, one individual at a time.
I said clearly that I'm going to make sure that I bring sanity to the field of alcohol. I realized clearly that there's a big problem because most of our youths have been wasted, honestly, because of being involved in alcohol. They drink from morning up to evening. They wake up very early. Instead of going to work, they go to alcohol. And the traders have also exploited that situation.
Our governor is at the forefront, very passionate about alcohol. And for reasons that we all know that Kiambu County has been the most affected by the alcohol menace.
Alcoholism is a problem that has progressively etched itself into the story of almost every family in Kiambu County. Stories that end in death or pain of broken families, shattered dreams and failed enterprises.
Hii pombe ilianza kuingia kabisa, na ukiangalia watoto wale wamezaliwa kutoka wakati hiyo, wengi walipotea kwa pombe, walikufa. Iko mama moja ama familia moja imepoteza kama watoto 5. Ni hiyo pombe tu.
In a village like in Makwa, Gatodo South and Gatukuyu, about the people there were burying not less than 5 people in a month, just because of alcohol. And the biggest business in those areas were that the people are going for a burial after 2-3 days.
Daniel Thega is lucky to be alive, having been an alcoholic for decades, losing friends to the bottle along the way. His is a story of a generation that intoxicated their lives away.
Tukiamka saa moja, basi tutaanza pombe. Tukakunywa mpaka usiku inasafika. Umesahau usiku imefika. Sasa unaendelea tu na kukunywa pia. Hata nikiamka hata ng'ombe nimesahau kama niko na ng'ombe. Nimesahau kama niko na kuku, nitaweza chakula. Nikakunywa tu nikaendelea na kukunywa na ng'ombe inaendelea na kukonda. Pia kuku unatolewa kuku. Ukifungulia kuku inaweza mwagika, inaweza anguka. Kwa sababu njaa ni mingi. Nimesahau kwa kukunywa.
Ilifika wakati sasa msichana wangu wa kwanza alikuwa nimechukuliwa na brother yangu yule mkubwa, ndiye alikuwa anamsomesa. Wa pili sasa alikuwa ameingia kidato, alikuwa form 2. Sasa nikaona maisha imenilemea sana. Hata kuna wakati alikuwa amemuitisha baba yake school fees. Akasema atamletea, silikuwa kwa simu, akaenda akatoa, sikapelekwa kwa pombe. Sasa hapo nikasikia kama ni kuenda ama ni kukaa kwa boma. sijui nifanye nini.
For Governor Waititu, fighting alcoholism goes far deeper than any obligatory duties that a public officer would bear. It is personal.
My parent had parted ways, separated for almost 20 years just because my father was a heavy drinker. And I therefore know that so many other families have suffered the same. And so many people have testimonies of the bad effects that are brought about by alcohol and these illicit booze.
Sasa nilikuwa hata wakati hiyo governor alikuja, hiyo siku nilikuwa nimekunywa kabisa. Mimi nilikuwa nimelewa, sijajua nikiingia huko kwa mkutano nimekuja nikiwa mrefu. Hata sijashika mambo nini. Ukafanyika governor akasema anataka hii watu waache pombe kukunywa na wale wanapika waache. Akasema ataandika watu 100 ili waone kama watabadilika wakunywa hiyo pombe.
Mimi nilikuwa mlevi sana. Lakini siku moja nilikutana na governor, ilikuwa siku ya Wednesday. Kaniuliza kama naweza fanya kazi, nikamwambia ndio. Mimi nakunywaga pombe juu ya kukosa kazi. Akaniambia nitakupatia kazi. Nikamwambia nitafurahia hata hiyo pombe sasa niachane nayo. Hata yeye akafurahia. Na niliona tu alifurahi. Pia watu wengi walifurahi sana, walipiga makofi sana huko. Wakinitangaza, Shiro baby, Shiro baby. Na mimi nawaonesha kidogo. Unajua sasa pombe ilikuwa juu. Kichwa ilikuanga tu aire.
The success of any government initiative relies heavily on sound legal grounding. For this reason, the Office of the Governor developed soon after assumption of office a comprehensive policy document on control and regulation of alcoholic drinks, which was taken through the legislative process by the County Assembly and enacted into law as the Kiambu County Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2018.
You see what a law does? It creates for you a framework within which you're supposed to implement any of the functions. So what this law does is first to create the whole system of administration who is supposed to be responsible for that bill or that law. Because when you do a law, it must have its implementers. So the administrative part establishes the administrators of this law. It brings in the county executive member, it brings in the directorate, it brings in a whole lot of licensing officers, committees, all of them who are now responsible for implementing the Act.
The Act is not only comprehensive in the manner in which it addresses the issues in alcoholic drinks control, but also in delegating roles and decision-making, ensuring that communities play a key role in attaining the results that they desire. In 3 broad areas of operation for which highly inclusive committees have been established, the Office of the Governor works side by side with members of the community in driving results as anticipated in the Act. The committees are Licensing Committee, Enforcement Committee, and Appeals Committee.
And we've ensured that in those committees we have residents from those wards, not elected by ourselves as the executive, but by the people. For your information, the governor, together with his team, went round all the 12 sub-counties and ensured that all the wards nominated at least 3 persons to sit in those committees, from which he's going to appoint at least 1 person from each ward. And those persons appointed in each of the sub-county to represent their wards are going to sit together with the county members to now process all applications. for licensing. And they are the ones who will be responsible for addressing public complaints. They'll be responsible for ensuring that all objections are addressed. And if any person or any group of persons feels that a certain bar should not be in a place, that committee will pronounce itself in that respect. And I'm sure they will most likely, and I'm almost confident that they will honor the residents' objection.
The process of licensing is elaborate. Conditions and standards are laid out that brewers, distributors, bar operators and all other players must adhere to before getting the nod to operate. This ensures only safe alcohol is sold in the market.
We are also engaging them because we want them to understand that we have no problem with people who trade in brews that are authorized. The problem is that, and what we are really trying to protect our people from, is like you could see that you are buying a drink in the name A or B, but actually what is inside that bottle is not drink A or B. Somebody has taken that bottle after somebody consumed the original drink and has put in another concoction.
As a way of guaranteeing conformity to the conditions of licensing and safeguarding the market and community from illegal operation, the Act provides for enforcement. Enforcement operations are carried out every day by frequently trained county askaris with the support of community representatives and, most importantly, reformed alcoholics.
These enforcement officers, a majority of them actually come from the various wards. So we are going to those wards and the 60 wards in Kiambu County, and then we actually identify. It's more or less like talent searching. Those people who have the passion for enforcement, and then we are bringing them to our enforcement duties, so that we initiate what we can call community embracement or community acceptance, such that the community can accept that these people, they are law enforcers who have come to our place, and they are people that we know, and people who are who mean good for this ward where they come from.
Closed for business, and rightfully so. Just 3 months into implementation, and the Kiambu County Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2018 has its impact glaring in shopping centers and villages across the county. Bars and nightclubs that have not complied are closed, and so are wines and spirits shops.
We have also outrode completely our wines and spirit shops. We don't want to see them because they have been cause of the problem. Most of the problem has been from these small shops here and there for wines and spirit, and we have outrode them completely. We are only going to have bars, and if anybody wants a nightclub, they are going to get an approval from the residents of that area.
Even as the law takes its course, bringing traders of alcoholic drinks and consumers into shape, not everyone is happy. Some traders are holding out for dodgy profit, while some consumers are clutching to the now dwindling drops of illicit brew.
Bar owners has always resisted paying licenses. But this time round, we are saying everybody must pay the licenses. There's no shortcut. And then every bar owner must meet some conditions, which are already set in our own bill of 2018.
Some people have been making a lot of money, definitely, and they have to fight back because they cannot part with those very big incomes just like that. I know they fight a lot, but I'm determined to push it through. And this is something that, so far, I have a lot of support.
As a standard of democratic society, the Kiambu County Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2018 provides redress mechanisms for industry players who are not satisfied with enforcement actions. Traders or community members who are not satisfied with certain decisions of the licensing or enforcement committees can seek redress with the appeals committee. The committees are constituted to operate independent of each other, ensuring transparent and fair decision-making. The fight against illicit brew and irresponsible consumption of alcohol in Kiambu County is not all combat and law. In a stick and carrot approach of sorts, Governor Waititu's administration demonstrates the empathy and desire to find sustainable solutions that underpin all this effort. Opportunity is provided for alcoholics to not only quit irresponsible drinking, but also build their lives over again through rehabilitation and progressive gainful engagement.
Niliajiliwa, sasa mimi ndio mwenye nampikia chai.
Right now we have close to 4,000 people, 4,000 youths who have been rescued, and we have put them in a program. To begin with, we give them breakfast every morning. We then give them lunch, and in the evening we give them a token of a certain amount of money that they take home. So slowly they are gaining health, and they are quitting the habit, which is very good. And the primary purpose of this is for them to quit that habit. And we will later, because of what you asked about sustainability, we are going to join them into circles or into groups, and the county will help them to open some businesses so that they can be traders and earn money from their own type of sweat.
With the leadership of His Excellency, our Governor Babayao, we are, as a county and as a department, committed to the fight against illicit brews and alcoholism. The approach we're using, therefore, is one that is comprehensive and all-inclusive, to include creation of awareness to all, treatment of the affected persons, and their rehabilitation and reintegration into society as persons of impact.
Part of the recommendation of the Kiambu County Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2018 is production of annual reports on progress and milestones. And while work has only begun and no report is out yet, the people are keeping count of milestones and impact.
I think one of the beneficiaries of particularly controlling the illicit brews is going to be the conventional bars. Because if those people are not taking those illicit changa and whatever, if they do a good job, at the end of the day, remember the motto for Tusker, baada ya kazi, si badara ya kazi. So what we are doing as Kiambu County is ensuring that we go back to baada ya kazi instead of badara ya kazi.
The office of the governor has placed Kiambu County well on its way to breaking the chain of the bottle.
Sahi nimebadilika. Hata najua kitabu hakuna, kalamu hakuna, uniform ikiisha, hivyo. Wakati hiyo sitachua.
Mbeleni saa 2 asubuhi tulikuwa tunagota watu hapa kwa barabara. Leo hakuna. Hii shop center inang'ara. Inang'ara hata mgeni akiingia hapa anaona hii ni makwa ingine. Mabadiliko ile iko hapa hatuwezi kusema.
Potential is not eaten, potential is exploited. So a lot will depend on how we, the executive, will be able to work together and also work with the population so that we move in the right direction.
The story of Kiambu County is a story of steady evolution of people and institutions towards a future of shared goals, one day at a time, one individual at a time.